All you need is the ball.
To get into the meditative state by listening. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you, just listen to the general music. Don't try to identify the sounds you're hearing. Don't put names on them. Simply allow them to play with your eardrum. Don't judge the sound. You'll know, as it were, proper sounds or improper sounds. It's all just sound. As you hear sounds coming up in your head, you simply listen to them as part.
parade. Attention all the teams, please come to the entrance of the hall for the parade. All teams, please come here to the entrance. We'll start by teams Korea and Belgium. Please come to line for the parade. Bulgaria and Belgium. Attention to all the teams. All the teams, please line up, starting from the entrance to the hall in alphabetical order. Team France, Team France, please come to the entrance. Come to the entrance. France, Трупство Lietuvos, prašom ateiti čia prie įėjimo. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening ceremony of 2023 Baseball 5 European Championship. We are here again in Lithuania, thanks to the Lithuanian Baseball Association, to have this second edition of the European Championship. So now I'd like to ask the teams to enter the field and take their places between third and first base. So, coming from the country of chocolate and beer, the team of Belgium. Immediately after them, the Lions from Bulgaria. And our good friends, another country of beer, Czech Republic. Immediately after them, the team of Estonia. For the first time in the European arena, please welcome the team of Finland. It's a special privilege for me to introduce you the current European champion, the team of France. Following the team of France is a team of a country which is very close to my heart and my stomach, Italy. Welcome again. Immediately after them are one of the pioneers in Baseball 5, one of the teams which play first midnight game on the street of Vilnius, team of Latvia. Coming from far away, team of Moldova. As always in orange from the country of tulips, Netherlands. It's a pleasure for me to welcome our neighbors, team of Romania. Welcome for the first time in European Championship, the team of España. And of course, the home team of Lithuania. Special applause and thanks for the team of Lithuania. Ladies and gentlemen, dear athletes and officials, there is one more team which is very important in order to have a good and successful competition. I'd like to welcome at the field the blue team, the team of officials which are in white now. So would you take a place around the first base, please? I'd like to present you the Chief Technical Commissioner of this competition, Ludovic from France, the Director of Officials, Tony Jones from Finland, and Chief Media Officer, Elda from Italy. It's a real privilege for me to welcome the representatives of Lithuanian Olympic Committee, Einius Petkus, the Director of Operations, and Agne Vanagiene, the Deputy Director of Operations. Guys, we have a pro here with this drone, one of our officials from Scotland. So now, please look up there and show 5, the symbol of our sport. Give us a second. Okay, say 5. It's my privilege and pleasure to give the floor to Mr. Petkus, Director of Lithuanian Olympic Committee.
Dear athletes, dear coaches, dear organizing committee team, on behalf of the Lithuanian National Olympic Committee, I would like to say you very welcome to Lithuania in Druskininkai and in this European Championships. And we wish you very good play, the best experience for your future career. Good luck.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, athletes, officials, team officials, coaches. From the behalf of WBSC Europe, I would like to declare these games open. I would like to wish you a safe and fruitful competition. Enjoy. This is probably the most fun, healthy. Enjoy the games and let the first game, the best team wins. Take care and good luck.
And now, please enjoy the performance, a short performance for all the participants. Mantas Markevičius. Mantas Markevičius. Teams, please leave the field at the same order through the home plate.
All you need is the ball.
Welcome! Over the next few minutes, we'll show you everything you need to know to play the world's most inclusive new game, Baseball 5. Baseball 5 is a street version of the classic games of baseball and softball. It is a fast, young, and dynamic discipline that follows the same founding concepts of baseball and softball, but it can be played everywhere and requires no specialized equipment, simply a rubber ball. Ready to learn more? Let's start by having a look at a Baseball 5 field. Keep in mind the dimensions we discuss are ideal for competition, but they can be altered based on the needs of your specific space. The infield has a square shape with a base in every corner. The distance in between bases is 13 meters. The ideal shape and size of the bases is a square of 50 centimeters per side. If possible, home base can be shaped like home plate in baseball and softball. Starting from the batter's box behind home plate, the bases are numbered anti-clockwise, first, second, and third. The outfield fence runs parallel to the infield lines between first and third base. It sits approximately 5 meters beyond the infield. Its height should be roughly 60 to 80 centimeters. The fair territory of the field should have a square shape of 18 meters per side, in which one of the corners coincides with home plate. The batter's box sits outside of fair territory and has a square shape of 3 meters per side. There you have it, an official Baseball 5 field. Remember, this is a game that is meant to be adapted to the needs of your specific space. Now that you've created the field, it's time to fill it. All you need is a ball and 2 teams of at least 5 players each. Note that during official competitions, the maximum number of players on each team's roster is 8, 5 in play plus 3 reserves. Once you've formed teams, the game is played very much in the spirit of traditional baseball and softball, with the action split into 5 innings. An inning consists of a turn at bat for each team. Before play begins, the teams must submit their batting order, the order in which their 5 active players will take their turns at bat. This order shall be followed throughout the game unless a reserve player is substituted for a starter. The home team starts the game on defense, and the guest team starts on offense, or at bat. The goal of the defensive team is to eliminate or get out 3 players on the offensive team. Once 3 outs have been made, the teams can switch sides so that the defensive team becomes the offensive team, and vice versa. In a moment, we will look at different ways to record outs. But first, let's look at the typical defensive formation. The 5 players of the defensive team shall all be in fair territory when the batter is ready to hit the ball. Here you see a typical defensive formation, with a defender playing first base, second base, shortstop, third base, and a midfield position. Keep in mind that the defensive players may change their position before every action according to their team tactics and the demands of the situation. The goal of the offense is to score as many runs as possible. How? By completing the full circle of the bases counterclockwise and touching home plate. Once the defense is set, the action begins with one player from the offensive team in the batter's box holding the ball. The ball has to be hit hard or slapped either with a palm or a fist and must touch the ground in fair territory at least once. Note that the batter has to hit the ball with his bare hands, so the use of gloves or any other equipment is forbidden. The batter must also remain entirely within the lines of the batter's box until the hit ball gets into fair territory. At that point, the batter begins running to first base. With the ball in play, the defense has 3 ways to record outs. The first is by touching the base that a runner is forced to run to while in possession of the ball. The second is by catching a hit ball before it touches the ground. The third way is by tagging or touching a runner with the ball when they are not on a base. Let's look more closely at first base, where most defensive plays are made. In order to avoid collisions, first base is double wide, so that while the defensive play is made on the base in fair territory, the batter and then the runner's goal is to touch the base in foul territory. Once the base runner has touched the base, in order to stay safe, they must remain in the 1.5 meter safe area around the base. In addition to being eliminated by the defense, offensive players can also get out a number of other ways. The most common of these are illegal hits. To avoid an illegal hit, the first bounce of the ball must be at least 3 meters from home plate, or 2 meters for the under 14 category. In official competitions, umpires will have the final judgment on whether the hit was legal or not. Illegal hits will always result in an out. Other ways a batter can be ruled out include stepping on or outside of the batter's box lines while hitting the ball, hitting the ball in foul territory, hitting the ball into or over the fence without it first touching the ground, and not respecting the batting order and hitting out of turn. Another set of rules apply to base runners. Most importantly, runners must remain on their base until the batter has put the ball in play. The runner can be called out by starting towards the next base before the batter hits the ball. Runners can also be called out for passing a teammate while running the bases. Runners may also be called out if they are tagged while 2 or more runners are on the same base. Also note that runners must do everything possible to avoid colliding with the defenders. Should an umpire decide that a runner could have avoided a collision, the runner shall be ruled out. With these rules being adhered to, the gameplay should flow, and the innings should move rapidly from one to the next. The game ends at the end of the 5th inning if one team has scored more runs than the other. In the case of a tie game after 5 innings, the teams shall play and complete extra innings until one team scores more runs than the opponent. Should the home team be ahead after the guest team has completed its 5th offensive inning, the game is over and the home team wins. That's all there is to it. Baseball 5 can be easily adapted to your specific situation, so make it your own. Take it home and play it.
So the background of Baseball 5 is coming from the desire of the WBSC to increase accessibility to the sport and being finally able to bring baseball softball in places where it was not possible before. So the idea is following also the footsteps of the broader trend from the Olympic movement, which is trying to taking the sports out of the big venues and more closer to the people. And to this respect, Baseball 5 takes inspiration from a street game, mostly played in Cuba and also in the Caribbean region. In Cuba it's called Cuatresquina, here in Colombia it's called Bolita Caucho, Pelotica de Goma in Venezuela. And also we found out that there are versions of the street game also in Asia and Southeast Asia. From there we did a research for over a year, defining the rules, and now finally we came up with this 5-on-5 street version of the baseball softball game. WBSC's vision is to reach 1 billion people in the next decade, and we think that we cannot achieve that without a discipline that is more accessible, and I think Baseball 5 will be instrumental to this. A shorter term goal is the inclusion of Baseball 5 in major multi-sport events and the legitimacy of its own discipline. And I think we are working towards the right direction here. The main difference between Baseball 5 and baseball and softball is the pace of the game. Here, every ball is a play. So there is no pitcher, and the batter starts already with the ball in the hand and initiates the game with a serve, basically. So every ball there is game, there is play, and you can see from the reaction of the players and from the speed of the game that the pace is probably, and the rhythm, those are probably the main differences. We're witnessing now growing interest, social interest, not only in the sports world, but also from governments and organizations worldwide into gender balance and social inclusion. But this is often achieved by having a 50-50% quota, but still keeping the separation between genders. With Baseball5, we're developing a game, or probably we have developed a game that rewards skills over strength, to put it in simple words. And this allows us to play boys and girls, men and women together, and I think we will go far with this format. For us, the Open of the Americas here in Cartagena is a very important step. It is the first time we're gathering several teams from few of our members in the region to compete together. And some of the results here on day one are already exceptional. We were not expecting some of the results that we're seeing, and from the response also of the crowd and the local people, we only have nothing but positive feedbacks.